I'm the shit, I'm the shit. Bitch, all jokes aside.
Candace Owens is back on the hot seat.
Mm-hmm.
She's back on the hot seat, and I gotta admit, bro, she's reeling me in, son.
She was talking about allowing trans women to play sports with women.
Right. So
I'm not saying cis women. I'm not saying heterosexual. I'm not doing it no more. With women.
Here's my thing. I don't know. Well, what happened was Trump actually spoke about it in his CPAC speech. Mm-hmm. He actually addressed feminism. He addressed it. And he was saying the liberals are pushing this agenda to make gender-neutral children play sports.
That's a fact. Yeah.
I don't know how big of a deal it is in this country. Like, is it going on a lot? I don't know that. But if the argument was to be had, I'm completely in agreement with them, with Candace Owens and Trump. Because if you were biologically born a man and you decided to get gender reassignment or whatever, you're not playing track and field or no sport with my daughter, bro. Yeah. You have a fucking advantage off top.
That's crazy.
That is not fair to even suggest that that's okay, bro. Yeah. This fantasy, I'm going to let Candace Owens say it. I'm not going to get myself in trouble. I'm going to let her say it.
Good move.
Bro, I agree with everything she said. Candace Owens, she's just back on Twitter. Okay, on feminism. Because she held Donald Trump like a where's this shit at, man? 2021. As a matter of fact, it was on Instagram, right?
Yeah, it's on her page.
It's on her page. Let me go find her page. I loved what she said. I don't think I disagree with anything.
Me either. It's been a while since I disagreed with her, honestly. She also went in on all the censoring that they've been doing on Facebook and Instagram and shit.
Damn, she got 1.3 million views on that shit. Ahead,
ta-da, I'm back, your favorite villain of common sense. Like, why is she always just out here saying common sense stuff? But for me to be trending over common sense, right? People are upset that I called out feminists saying that all of them are frauds, that they have not yet tackled the trans movement. All right, so do me a favor. Find yourself a person, a celebrity. I love women, feminist. I'm on stage. I know Taylor Swift. 10 girls. Look at me. 20 girls. I love women. I love being a woman. It's all about girl power. Who is remaining mum about what is happening right now to women's sports. And I will show you a fraud. So in my opinion, Donald Trump is a feminist.
Okay, that's my thing. Yeah. Is it happening in women's sports?
I think it's about the intention. It's happening. It's happening.
Because she speaks very well, but the thing about it is, when she speaks like it's a grand scale. Like, if the argument is 100% correct, but if it's not something that's happening and you're making it,
what do you mean speaks like
she's forcing it to be an issue? Trump does that. Like, he'll talk about something that's really not an
happening
issue.
Like that.
Yeah, it's not really happening like that. Like, I've heard about one instance of this happening. I don't know. I could be off, but I don't know if this is something that's really being pushed.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But she's still right.
But we've reported on this show of cases of
one.
Yeah, it was
one. And it was a while ago.
It was a minute ago.
Icon for what he said yesterday on stage at CPAC, being the only person that I have seen have the spine to stand up on a stage and say, this is not okay. And let me say this first and foremost, because a lot of people try to assert me as always on the opposite side of Black Twitter on certain issues. No, this is actually something that I find that most Black Americans, like 99% of Black Americans agree on, that this is the reach. The trans movement is really just the agenda is what I'm talking about. If you're a trans person, I totally believe that your rights should be protected as rights of all human beings are protected, that nobody should be attacking you, that you shouldn't be under threat of violence. But when you start stepping on the toes of women's sports, of women, of what it means to be a woman, to say that it's a form of bigotry for me to say that I'm a woman, that there's nothing different about me and a guy that puts on a dress and says I identify as a woman. Like I didn't just push push my son out of me. Like there's nothing special. Like pregnancy, only women can get pregnant.
Real quick, South Park just did an episode about that. Hilarious, by the way.
There's still got episodes dropping?
Yeah. Well, it was last season. Same shit, bro. It's the same exact thing. So it's a dude. They make fun of PC people. So it's a dude on South Park. The principal of the school name is PC Principal, and then their kids are PC babies. And his wife's name is Strong Woman. That's her name. First name Strong, last name Woman, right? Strong Woman, right? So she's a feminist. So she's like the strongest woman in the sports.
Yeah.
So they had a transgendered, and they believe in rights for everybody. They're PC, and they're real aggressive about it. So Macho Man Randy Savage is actually Macho Man Randy Savage.
I've seen that, but that's last season. Isn't that old?
It's last season. So Macho Man Randy Savage is a woman now.
But I've seen that.
But it's still him though. It's like he don't got no dress on.
Yeah.
He's just saying he's a woman. And he starts fucking all the women up and destroying the sports.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, do you really still it's like they gotta South Park, they're so like shout out to them, Matt Stone and Trey Parker. They fucking geniuses, bro. Like they do the extreme version of it because that's really the same shit.
Yeah.
It's like Bruce Jenner, bro. Like, come on, son. Bruce Jenner in his prime. Bruce Jenner at one time was regarded as the greatest athlete on the planet, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine in his prime, he did that. Come on, son.
Candace Owens uses LeBron as the example. It's hilarious.
Great example.
She's like, what if you see young LeBron come out
great example
to wrestle your daughter?
Great example, bro.
Only women can have miscarriages. Only women can menstruate. For every awkward moment, girls had growing up, you're just going to erase all of that and pretend that men can just snap their fingers and be like, I identify as a woman, and that's it. And this is ludicrous. This is insane, right? I feel like you guys are playing a game now where you're looking for things to be insane about, because this is really it. When we're talking about, imagine this world right now where LeBron James in high school, LeBron Giant James, right? LeBron James and all his physical prowess could just jump up and say, I identify as a woman, and he would be allowed to compete with other women in his school. Just imagine
that's
physically,
crazy. Just,
close your eyes for a second and imagine LeBron James on a mat, right? Wrestling a woman. And people just being like, oh, it's totally fine. He self-identifies as a woman, so that's enough. Now magically LeBron James is a woman. This is crazy, right? So for every leftist following me that loves to follow me because you need me to be your Cruella de Vil, oh my God, how could she possibly say that? Oh my God, I can't believe Candace is just saying it. She's just out there just like, 1 + 1 = 2. Like, how could she do that? Candace is a bigot. Candace is a transphobe. You guys have to throw a phobe on everything, by the way. You guys just say phobia. You don't even know what phobia means. Like, you'd be like, you're a transphobe. You're a phone phobe. You're a this phobe, a homophobe, a sex phobe. All these crazy terms. Phobia means a fear of.
Right.
I do not have a fear, no irrational fear of trans people. Like, oh my God, there's a guy in a dress. I'm so scared. I'm going to sprint away because I'm just so scared of this. Or, oh my God, there's a woman who says she's a man. I'm not afraid of that. Okay? What I am attacking is this perverted attempt to pretend that we don't have biological differences. You guys understand that legally, gender dysphoria is legally considered a psychiatric disorder. That's a fact, right? So you can't censor that. You can't.
Bro, I say that all the time,
Look it up.
bro. Yeah. Bro. I say that all the time, and I get labeled like people tell me I'm bugging. It's like, yo, you're, bro. It really is though.
But I don't need them to tell me it's a disorder. It's disorderly.
It is. It's to be born one way and to think.
Yeah.
You're something.
But see, and this is like the conversation.
Got to be careful now, right?
We're talking about naturality,
right?
So when you go against naturality, there is some sort of disorder as far as the natural order of things,
right?
So it's disorder.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like a person.
Everybody just calm down.
There's people with schizophrenia that thinks they're a mouse.
Yeah.
It's no different, bro.
It's no different.
This doesn't mean that the schizophrenic person needs to be denied their rights, or be beaten or discriminated against.
Right, exactly.
However,
we can.
Why is this the only mental disorder that's not treated? We have to be forced into your fantasy world because that's really what it is. Like, Quasi, don't call me Quasi no more. My new name is Candace. I'm a woman. Yeah. No, you're not. I'm looking at you. Yeah, so I gotta pretend with you.
That's gaslighting. That's it right there.
What I just did?
No, if
they're gaslighting. Yeah.
Yeah, if they're making you feel like you're crazy.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at a whole man.
Right.
And it's like that's gaslighting for real.
Right. It is.
It's bugged out. Let's
let her keep going. And I gotta say this. She getting a little attractive to me. I'm kind of attracted to her, bro.
That's a fact.
You know what it is? She dropped the angry. I guess the sense she got a little more of a sense of humor. I think she's a mom now.
Chilling,
Her body filled out a little more.
Glowing.
She's glowing. She a little sexy to me, bro.
Yeah, got a little different. I ain't gonna lie.
Right. Cause I shitted on her all over her for a while.
For her hair and shit.
She won me over.
I'll bust her ass. Respectfully.
Word. Respectfully.
And disrespectfully.
Disrespectfully.